Heidi-ho, my crafty friends. This is Lori at the Ladybug Journals, and I thought today we would make some little tags for our new journal. And I've got to admit, this is not going to be probably the most exciting of all of them, but I did think that we would use, I have these little rub-ons here that I've been playing with, and I got these from Taperology. And they are a lot of fun. And again, they're rub-ons. They're not stickers. They're rub-ons. And they come in these little flowers. And I've got 2 sets of these. And I'll show you these as we get into them. And I also got them the little fabric packs. And oh my gosh, I've had so much fun with those. But I wanted to get these little craft colored tags prepared first. So the way that I do these when I want to use these little rub-ons in the darker colors is I use my gathered twigs, my oxide, and I just take my dauber and I go around the edge like this. Because this is rather dark. But I basically want to cover the edge, and I want to cover this here in the middle. This little, this little hickey-ba-ba-doody. I don't know what it's called. It's a hickey-ba-doody. And I go around it like this. But I want to hit those edges really well. So I'm going like this. Nothing that, you haven't seen before. Like this. And I also have out some brads. And, in all different sorts. And I've got out some, let's see, what are these called? What are those things called? Bulb pins. Some little bulb pins. I got out some bulb pins and a couple of little charms because I thought we might maybe stack some of these. Now I'm going to go right into the vintage photo. That one's because I want to add some color to these. I know they already have some color, but I want to add a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's where that tape was on these. There we go. I wanted to add a little more vintage look to these. And that tape really did a number on these. So now I'm going over it with the vintage photo. So first I did the oxide, the gathered twigs, and then I did the vintage photo. So next I want to use, whoops, I don't want to drop this. So they give you this little stick, You and I would have called it a popsicle stick, probably. But I'm going to use the end of my little baby pokey tool. I'm going to use the end of this. It's just easier to hold on to. And it does just as well. And I want to use one of these small flowers on here. Let's see. And this is the hardest part, figuring out where they come out of. And I'll show you what's in here. And I have been playing with these, and I've made a couple of little tags, as you can see from my cutouts. But you get these lovely little flowers. And that would have sat right up there at the top like that. Because I wanted one little flower right there. Make sure you all, let me lift you guys up here a little bit so you can see. Let me get a hold of you. There you go. And then these. So those are the 3 sheets that you get in the, oh wait, there's 4. I'm sorry, there's 4 sheets that you get in the little flowers. And I wanted to use on these, on this little tag, and they're all different sizes. You know, they're not all tiny, and they're not all really big, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. So on the 3 that we just did, on these 3, I thought I would like to use this one, would be one of them. And the other one, and I'm not going for big and bright and, you know, and jump out at your face or anything. I just really liked some of these little roses. And I really, where's the other one at? Oh, it must be over here. And I liked this one, you know, with all the greenery. Well, let me get a hold of it now that I've put it back in there. And to use them, you just cut them off the page. You know, you just cut out what you want. You know, it sits on a little paper backing like this. So you just cut out what you want. And they have a little bit of a sticker backing to them. It helps hold them in place. So if you want to use them on fabric, and you can use them on fabric. So I want to use this one. And I want to put it right there. Now, I think that one's too dark for it. I think I want to put that one right there. Let's make sure it's straight. I want that one right there. And now that I see that on there, I think I want this little blue one. Right here. I think this little blue one will be good right here. Right there like that. And then on this one, I like that, but I would lose the leaf on it. So I don't think I want to use that one on there. Maybe some of these up here. You see, now that I see them, oh, wait. Yeah, see, this is the way I always end up doing it. I always end up changing my mind. This one. Right here. Right here. I know it's not big and fancy schmancy, but I just like the greenery. I was out working in the gardens this morning and, you know, getting weeds pulled and... Okay, so to apply them, like I said, they have a little bit of a sticker backing. So, and I'm just going to use this, or you can use this little thing that they give with you. They want you to start at the top, and they want you to work on a hard surface. So let's move this out of the way. And you push down, and you go back and forth, and you can see when it's being applied. And I know this is like the most boring thing you're probably going to see on YouTube. But you can see, can you see the difference between here and here? You can see when it's down. So, but you don't pick the sticker up. Now let me show you with this. But you don't pick it up until you get to the bottom. See how it's turning clear? See how it's turning clear? That's how you know it's applied. They go down so quick and so easy. I just love these. Now, when you put them on fabric, it's best that you tape the fabric down to your workspace. And I use painter's tape, and I can show you all that, because your fabric, scoots around just like that. Now, don't peel the whole thing off real quick. Start at the bottom, and you check at the bottom, and you pull slow. You just pull slow, and you put your finger over the main part. You just pull slow. And when you get to a big part, you kind of lift over off the side. And that's how quick it goes down. And then I take my finger and make sure that it's stuck. And it's done. That's how quick these go out, go down. And then I just go over them with my thumb to make sure that they're gone or down. And la-di-da, it's done. It's done and done. So I sat here one day, and I don't know how many of these I made for a previous journal. Big and small. I just sat here and rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. Once I figured out, what I was looking for. And honestly, I couldn't figure out why it wasn't sticking. It's because I forgot to take them off the back of it. So, this is how quick they go down. And I'm going to show you the other pack. Because I know you don't want to sit there and watch me do all these. But again, see, you can see the difference. And you pick it up. And you just slowly lift. There you go. And rub your thumb. There it is. Okay, so now in the other pack that I had, these come in a couple of different colors. This is the green. And I think I also got the blue and the black. And I think it also comes in brown. So this is one of the green sheets. And all the flowers are basically the same. This is blue. It's kind of a, almost a navy. This is one of the brown. I really love the brown on these brown cards. These look great on the brown. This is one of the black. This is a really dark brown. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry. Sorry about that. This is like a purpley color. I don't think it's purple though, but it kind of looks that way. But again, these can be, you can use these on paper. You can use them on fabric. And then I also got, oh, this is one of the other sheets that goes over there. And then here's the green. This goes over there. So I've just had a ball with these. So again, I got these through Taperology. So just in case, you want to play with any of them. So I think on these up here, well, we'll deal with those. But that's what I thought we would do with these. And let me get this one down here real quick. And I'm going to show you what I want to do with them. I want to add the little bulb pins. And I want to add some little charms to them. And then we'll have something to add to our little pockets in our new journal. Now, if you haven't seen the new journal that we just made, she looks like this. And she's got 3 signatures. She's in the playlist. So, you know, you can hop on over there and take a look. And kind of get caught up. Because we're going to be making ephemera for her. And I'm having some fun. Okay. Here we go. There's another one. Alrighty. So let's... Okay, so let's get out the charms here. Now here's the little bulb pins. Now for this one, because they're so small, you know, I don't want anything big on them. These things are so hard to open. I want one of these little butterflies. On them. There's that one. And that's just got green on it. So how about we just put what color we have in here? What does that say? Oh, that's a nice little thin butterfly. Let's put that one on there. Okay, so attach these. I think I want to use these bulb pins. Oh, here, I think I want to use these. These are a little more on the brown side. And these are just going to be so simple. So, oh, that one I can't use. It doesn't have a little thing on it. Alrighty. So we have to pick out another one. All right, I think I like that one maybe. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we're going to put the little bulb pin on there. And I thought I had out my little lace trims. Oh, I know what I did with them. So they each get one of those. Let me grab my little bits of lace envelope here. Right here. Okay, let me move the bulb pins. Oh, you know what? Let me close this up so it's not spilling on the floor. Okay, so on these, I have that one and those. Okay, so for this one, I think I want to add just that little tiny piece there. That might even be a little bit too big. Might be a little bit too big. I think it is. I think it is. So let's cut it in half maybe. Well, maybe not half. There. And we'll fold it in half. Let's put it on the bulb pin. Oops, I missed it. Okay, I gotta get it through all those layers. Oh my gracious. Oh, there we go. And then we're gonna put our butterfly on. There you go. So I did all that. Now I gotta put the bulb pin on first. Okay. And now we'll put the butterfly. Okay. So that one is ready. Now for this little piece, that's not what I wanted. I thought I have that little piece of blue that I like. Oh wait, here, I think I like this better, but it's way too big. This is way too big. We're gonna have to cut it. Let's cut this little piece down here, this little piece of net. We'll make this smaller. Okay. Now let's put this one on here. Ouch. And I think, no, that's too heavy. And that is too long. Okay. There's that one. Right. Oops, it's in here. Let me get it out of here. This little piece right here. Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was. All right. Well, let's cut what we want here. As you can tell, it doesn't take much to decorate them, especially if you're using little tiny pieces like little bulb pins and things like that. Now you could also add on these little bulb pins, you could add little beads, little tiny beads if you wanted. Did I have that going the right way? Yes. There we go. You could add little pieces of book page. That one might be a little bit too long. There, that's better. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Let's put these in here into our scrap bag. All right, so quick and easy with those. We've made 3. Now, I'll show you how it works on the fabric and what to do with the fabric real quick. Let me get these out of our way. Let me put these up here out of our way. And hold on just a minute. Let me get our fabric laid out here. Okay, so here's our fabric that we're going to use. And I have it on a solid, let me get our pencils out of the way here. Have it on a solid piece of glass. And again, these items are from Taperology. I don't represent them by any means. I just wanted to show you guys something that I had ordered and I'm really having fun with. And I wanted to give you an opportunity to try them if that was something that you were interested in. So this is just 100% muslin fabric, and you can order it also on their site. They come in little tiny packs like this. And I think on here, on one of them anyhow, I'm going to put, here it is on this page, I'm going to put that little butterfly, and I'm going to put it on the smaller piece, and I'm just going to fold it temporarily so I can see where to place it. Now, I might put, oh yeah, I have plenty of room to put two pieces. So I wanted to see if I could fit that and the butterfly, but looking at it, it might fit better on this one. Let's see. Let's see how it fits here. Will it fit on this small one? Oh, it does. But boy, it's right smack in the middle, isn't it? Wow, that would sure be pretty. So, guess what we're doing, you guys? Or guess what I'm doing? I am cutting that out, right out of the middle. So, that won't be a big deal. I'll just have to be careful. Okay. So, I've got it back on the paper. Let me take my little butterfly here. Yeah, I want it because it's gonna, and I leave them on the plastic or on the paper. You know, so I'm not sticking to everything. And I will just take little chunks as I go. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Now I just need to be careful coming back up. Now, what I want to do with it is, well, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with it. There. I got a big hole right in the middle. Okay. So I want that. Now let's get this out of the way and I'll show you how well this works on fabric. Now, like I said, this has to be, I think it works best if you tape it down. So I've got my painter's tape. So I'm going to decide where I want this. Okay, I got a little piece of, a string here behind it. So let me get that little piece of a string up. There we go. And make sure I get this where I want it. And right there's the middle. And then I'll come back. I'm going to go on and place this where I want it right now. And I'm going to go on and cut this. Because I don't need all of this, you know, extra around it. So I am going to go on and just trim around it here real quick. And then I'm going to place the butterfly where I want it also. Well, I thought I was. There it is. Come on. And then I want the butterfly right. Where do we want the butterfly, you guys? Right in here. No, because I think I'm going to do some sewing on it. Right in here. I don't think I like him sideways. Right here. There we go. Okay, so everything is placed where I want it. Okay, so now I can unfold it. And I'm going to take my painter's tape. And I'm going to, you know, do the trick where you do it on your pants. So you get some of the sticky off, because I don't want to take all the, when I take it off, I don't want it, all the all the threads to come off with it. So let's go down this side. And then if it's still got any stickum left on it, I save it for paper, for mixed media paper. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go across the bottom because I don't need to go all the way down there. I'm going to go right across the middle and hold it. Okay, so for this, because it's fabric, I do find that the little stick works the best. And you do need to hold it still. And again, you have to start from the top, or actually, I guess you could start anywhere you wanted. But you do have to work on a solid surface. You know, so you can't work on your lap. You can't work on a book, you know, anything like that. You have to work on a solid surface. And it works best on, I do think it said on 100% cotton, which is why they recommend muslin. Now, I guess you could dye it, you know, ink stain it, something like that, but it does have to be dry before you can use it. So, you know, go to town with your inks. Ooh, that would be fun. Your inks, your watercolors, you know, make it any color you want, but it does have to be dry, and they recommend that it's ironed flat before you use it. You know, as you can see, I'm going in all different directions to try and hit all the places. And you'll know when you lift this up if a place doesn't look right. That's why I said pick one spot, hold the rest of it down, and then go from there. Because when you start lifting, you're going to see if there's a spot not down. And then if it's not down, you just put it back down. You lay it down, and you go right back over it. And I'll show you what I mean. You know, this is just like the rub-ons we did as kids, you know, as little kids. It's no different. It's just now we can do them on fabric. It is absolutely no different at all. So, they're just a lot of fun to do. Okay, I think I hit everywhere on here. Let me go right up through the middle and make sure. And we'll check it and see. Okay, so down here at the bottom, I'm pretty sure I did the bottom. But let's make sure. All right, so I'm going to start at the bottom of the flower. And I'm going to slowly lift. And I'm going to use this if I need to. You see the butterflies attached. So I'm going to come over here. And that little sticky is, you know, part of the glue. And see right there, that little tiny flower there in the back isn't stuck. So I just laid it down until it was stuck. And basically you're just rubbing a sticker onto your fabric. All right, so now let's get the butterfly. Okay, so the butterfly, when I did the butterfly, I stuck him down to this, which was not a little smarty pants thing to do, because now half of his wing came off. Silly girl. All right, so I'll deal with his wing here in a minute. All right, let's get the rest of him off. Okay, there's that part of the butterfly. You goofy girl. Now let's see if I can get this part of him. If I can get this part of his wing off. If I can pick it up and get it over there. Yeah, don't let your plastics overlap, because this is what happens. Okay, so I'm just going to have to cut that plastic piece right there. So let me turn this. Yeah, see, what I did was I overlapped my plastic, and now part of my butterfly's wing is attached. Silly girl. Such a silly girl. All right, so let's get this bulky part out of there. Oops, now his wing's off. All right, let's see if we can get it off of here. And I'll glue it down. So let me trim it out. Okay, now let me get my glue. Now I'm just putting a little dot of Barely Art glue here on the back of it. I can see it. Okay. And I'm putting it back in place. There we go. Just like that. Okay. That's how it works. That's how these work on fabric. They work super. Super duper. Okay, so now let's take our fabric off, and I will show you. I mean our tape, not our fabric. Oh my gosh. So take our tape off. Let me stick it over here on my counter. Oh, I had that under there. That's what was doing it. Okay. Let's put that in there. Put that in there. We don't need that. Okay. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, so there we go. So it's going to be like that. We're going to trim those threads. And I'm going to hand sew around the edges. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take my crocodile. And let me get it out here. And I'm going to put... Now, did you know your crocodile will punch through fabric? Yes, yes she will. And I'm going to go on and punch. Let's see. I think I want, because of her size, I think I want a bigger hole. And I think I want it right about here. Oh, that's not going to give me a hole, is it? Right about there. Okay. Now let's pull all that up. Okay. Now, the best thing to do before, if you're going to punch in fabric like this really thin fabric, I think, now this is my own personal opinion, okay? My own personal opinion. You know those little plastic pieces that we took off of the flower and the the butterfly. Oh, goodness sakes. Those little plastic pieces. You know what I mean. That this stuff. The plastic that's on here. Take a piece of that and cover your hole before you put this through. Before you put your eyelet through. Because your eyelet will not go through that without falling through, if that's what you're going to use. Okay? Now, if you're just going to use a brad, you're good. But if you want to use an eyelet, you need to protect that hole, because your eyelet will not do it unless you make a really tiny hole and put a bigger eyelet in. So if you're going to put an eyelet in, you need to put something over the hole first, like like a piece of, I don't think I would use paper, but like maybe a transparent piece of transparency film would work. Come on. A piece of transparency film would work. A piece of one of those little hole reinforcers, which was what I was looking for here to show you. You know, those little hole reinforcers. You could even make some. Make your own if you don't have any. Ouch. Just smacked my knee. Make your own with a piece of paper. Punch out just a little hole in this color if you want, and then put over it. Just something to reinforce that before you use these. Mine are clear. See, mine are clear. So if I put mine there, you don't see it. But because of the size of the hole, once I put the eyelet there, it doesn't allow the eyelet to fall through. And I need to do the same thing on the back. I need to put one on the back. So I have to protect that hole if I'm going to put an eyelet there. Okay? Just like that. And since I'm going to hand sew, I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have my hole protected. And I have my eyelet in. Okay. Is that the one I wanted? Yes, that is the one I wanted. Okay. Now, if you don't like the shiny, the glossy from it, you can always cover it with ink or whatever you choose, but you have to protect it. Now, had I not protected that would have gone right through the fabric. It would have just popped right through that fabric. But because I put something there, it grabbed a hold of it. Okay? It grabbed hold of that plastic. Otherwise, it'd have gone right through the fabric. It wouldn't have stayed there. Can you see it? So protect it with anything. Make it decorative. Make it a flower. If you want. But you have to protect it if that's what you're going to put there. Okay, so I've showed you lots of fun things that you can do with rub-ons, and they don't have to be these exact rub-ons. They're out all over the place now. You can get them at the Dollar Tree too. I've seen them there, and they're lots of fun to play with. And you can get creative, and you can make all kinds of things with them. And on mine, I was going to use again a bulb pin. Okay, I have to find them. Oh, here they are. Remember, we put them out of the way so we wouldn't drop them on the floor. Okay. And I am going to sew that, but on my little bulb pin, right here. You know, my plan is to put a bulb pin in. Of course, I do have to sew this thing. Have to get over all the thread. And you have to get over your eyelet. And have it hang like that. And then put some fabric on there. And I have a bumblebee I've been waiting to use. Not you. I don't want you. There you are. There you are. Right there. Just like that. And then I'm going to make this into, after I sew it closed, it's going to be a little pocket that I attach to a page. And I can't decide if I want it to be a little flip pocket or if it's going to be attached to the top or what it's going to do. But I'm going to make several of them. So I'll have some to play with. So I hope you enjoyed playing today. And I hope you give rub-ons a try in your journal. And you have some fun. You can even just use them on a page in your journal. That's fun too. I've done that before. So until I see you again, and if you enjoyed today's fun and adventures and all that good thing, you know, give me a thumbs up. You can share today's video, or you can subscribe if you haven't. And I would like to give a big shout out to all of my new subscribers, and for all the kind comments that you've left me over the last couple of days, and the very nice emails that I've gotten. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That was very kind of you. You know where the subscribe button is, and I look forward to those thumbs up. So I will see you again in our next video. Here's our tags. So until I see you again, ta-ta for now.